Hi Darren, nice to see you today. We've come down to your gym and we saw you training hard earlier. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Looking forward to the up-and-coming fight on the 8th of September. It's been a long time, almost a year, so I'm eager to get back in.
Now you're fighting Italian champion Rotolo.
Yeah.
How much do you know about him?
Not a great deal. I've seen his record. I've had a look. He's had about 37 fights, only lost 3. Like you say, Italian champion. And I've watched a fair bit of him. He's quite elusive. He likes to move around on the back foot. Quite difficult to pin down. Obviously experienced where he's had that many contests. So, you know, he'll be in there, he'll be durable. It'll just be a case of me, you know, closing down the distance and ultimately trying to put on a good show to prove to everyone that I belong, you know, on the world stage.
Now, he's only fought once out of Italy and he lost to Silvestre. So do you think home advantage will be a part for you?
I think so. It always is, because my supporters are always so vocal. And you talk about it in football, the crowd being like the 12th man, and it is almost like that in boxing. When rounds are getting tough, if there are any tough rounds, and your supporters sort of rally you on, and they get you through the fight. So there'll be a slight advantage there, but obviously, where I was saying he's had 37 fights, he's experienced, he's no mug, he knows his way around the ring. So I don't think it will faze him that much, but he'll definitely hear the faithful.
Now, he recently fought in March, and as you said, it'll be almost a year since you've been out of the ring. Will ring rust sort of play a little bit of a factor for you or not? I
don't think so. We've been doing plenty of sparring to sort of combat that, and it's been going all right. I've got my eye back in, and you know, I suppose the only thing will be the occasion again, getting back in there. It's almost a year. But you know, that's what I buzz for. That's why we train so hard. It's sort of our time to shine. Is fight night, and I'm just looking forward to getting there. You know, as far as ring rust is concerned, I don't think that affect me at all.
Now, the fight's being held at Alexandra Palace. You've won 2 titles there, so it's sort of a happy hunting ground for you. And you're co-headlining the bill. How excited are you? Yeah,
over the moon. I've tweeted a couple of times pictures of the view out of my bedroom.
Oh, you live that close?
Yeah, you can see Ali Pali in the distance. So, yeah, it's you know, it's a nice local venue, nice for the supporters to get down to, nice and easy. And like you say, yeah, I've won 2 titles there. Won my first one there, Southern area, and won the European there. So, we've got some fond memories. And you know, if I could have chosen any venue, I suppose, other than Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, it would have been Ali Pali. So.
Now, the other big fight on the bill is Tony Bellew versus Miranda. Credit to Matchroom for putting on such a big bill, you know, starting off the season. Yeah,
I mean, Eddie's doing fantastic, putting on these massive shows that, you know, are generating more publicity, and we're getting more interest from, you know, the general public, not just boxing fans, because the shows have got that much depth and that much quality that people are tuning in. I think, you know, pubs are going to be banged out, and there's going to be loads of people tuning in. I think the viewing figures are proving that anyway. Lots of people are tuning in. Kel Brooks had a couple of massive shows, and there's been huge viewing figures. So yeah, you know, the depth of the shows is fantastic, and the Tony Bellew Miranda just proves that, you know, two fights headlining a show, and 2 quality fights, 4 good fighters, and that's just the 2 main events. The rest of the show.
What's your prediction for his fight?
I think Tony Bellew will come through around the midway point. I think it's going to be fireworks, and I think the younger, fresher man will come through.
Now, you've had quite a few injuries that have kept you out of action for a while.
Getting old.
Surgery. Well, hold on, you've hit 30, so we've discussed that earlier. It's not that old. But yeah, you had hip surgery. So you fully recovered from everything now? Yeah, hips are good, finally. You know, 30 years old, and I've got bad hips. No, they're all right. To be fair, it wasn't a major operation, just keyhole surgery. I had the left one done probably 3 years ago, and the right one done in April, end of April. And they're feeling all right. I'm running, and I'm training to my full capacity, if you like, and I haven't been able to do that for a long time, and it's nice to finally get behind me. I mean, you get little niggles, as everyone does in training camps, but the 2 major injuries I had, the 2 hips, are behind me now, and it's exciting because now I can really push on and get back on that world stage and prove that's where I belong, and, you know, hopefully pick up one of the world titles, which I won't, you know, be happy until I do that. You know, I won't be,
you know, that's my dream, and I've got to do it. And now I've got injuries behind me.
You'll be working with a new strength and conditioning coach, Chris Kemp. Are you feeling the difference?
I am, definitely, and we're getting some good feedback from sparring partners who are just saying, you know, the strength and the power is just, you know, just totally doubled, and I can feel that. I feel that in the ring. I'm able to hold the centre more, boss bigger guys around, and yeah, that's a lot of that's due to Chris Kemp, the work we're doing. It's, you know, and it's freshening the training up a little bit. It gets a bit same old, you know, when I've been doing it for 18 years boxing, and it's a new sort of angle, and it's a new sort of training that's really brought me on, and you know, it's such a fine line between winning and losing at the top level. Like, you know, I think that showed against Martinez. It was only, you know, it was a close fight, and if this little bit can add that, you know, give you that little more percentage, that could be the difference between winning and losing.
Has he got you on a strict diet?
He has, yeah. He has steak in the morning. Oh. With a handful of nuts, yeah, and all sorts of supplements, but I feel good for it. I do feel good, and yeah, don't worry. I'm looking forward to the weigh-in, getting over and done with, so I can sort of give the diet at the elbow just for 2 minutes.
You did a training camp in Spain, was that right?
Yep.
How did that go?
Yeah, tough. I mean, we've been on a few camps now, and Tony Sims, he always gets us in fantastic shape, and this is no different. It was really tough, and you know, 3 sessions a day, and yeah, same as ever, hard as ever, and that's how you want it though. You know, no one will help you out in the ring, so you've got to prepare properly, and that's what we do when we're away.
Now, going back to your last fight, probably the biggest fight of your career, against world champion Sergio Martinez. Now, you pushed him to 10 rounds, and you came out with so much credibility from that. 11, sorry. You came out with so much credibility from that performance. You showed such heart and fight. What did you take from that fight and from that experience as a whole?
Yeah, bundles. Well, I suppose I'm my own worst sort of enemy and critic at times, and I really needed to prove to myself that I am world class for me to continue, if you like. And you know, if I'd have got sort of whitewashed or completely annihilated in that fight, 100% I would have jacked it in, because I'm only in this sport to sort of get to the heights and win a world title. And in that fight, I proved I'm world class. And it was unfortunate. I perforated my eardrum, got an injury, and I was, you know, I just couldn't continue no more. But yeah, you know, I've proved I'm in that class. It was you know, it was fantastic being part of a massive occasion like that, a big fight, and you know, I've watched so many, being a kid, a boxing fan, watching big fights like that, and it was lovely taking part in one of them and headlining in you know, Atlantic City.
How was Atlantic City?
Yeah, it was good. It was. Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit of a moody Las Vegas, but it was a good experience as a whole. You know, we was in Canada, Niagara Falls for 2 weeks. Then we went into New York City for just under a week, then Atlantic City. So it was a great adventure, some good stories, and you know, memories I'll treasure forever. But from what I've taken from the fight, you know, I've gained so much experience. It's only going to hold me in good stead in the future.
I have to ask, how did you feel being announced as Darren Barker as opposed to Barker?
Well, when they said in the ring, I looked straight at Eddie, and I sort of sighed to say, you know, it's my one moment.
Exactly.
You know, massive fight. Exactly, and the biggest MC of them all got my name wrong. And yeah, I was gutted, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, but I'm a Jimmy Lennon Jr. man now. I'm giving Buffer the elbow.